past, and I've been looking around online for the switches on the Dragon Valley 2015 map to try to find these switches, and there's a lot of videos that show the switches, but it doesn't show the exact location for them. So if you can be patient with me, and just a heads up, I am not a very good pilot, so some of them you're probably going to laugh at a few times, but let's hope I can get it rather quick. We're going to start off first with the B location. And it's easier to start off in the USA base. And I'm going to be doing a lot of respawning and all that kind of stuff for vehicles. So, for B, this is the location right here. And if you're able to hop on top, it would be the easiest. And you can see I'm clearly on the top. Just drop down to this very first one right here. Don't fall off like I almost just did. And you're going to go to this pillar right over here. And this has to be in an unranked. I would highly recommend a private lobby to where you got to put a password up. You're going to come right over here. And right here is one light switch. You got to get right up by it. Now what that'll do is over there, I'm using a FLIR scope, over in that building in H, the temple, there's going to be 20 lights. And if my helicopter is not destroyed, which it is, so I will redeploy real quick. And considering I did not hit that switch, there's going to be a set of default lights. And you have to record those default lights and what lights each switch turns on. Now after you hit each switch, you will have to turn it back off after the switch, after you record what lights that switch is turned on. So flag side is south side of the building, and this would be the north side. Obviously this is going to be light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So that's all the lights for you. So clearly we got lights 14 and 16 are the default lights. So when you would have turned B on after you record those two lights, or 3 or 4 or 1 or however many default lights there are to begin with, you hit this light switch, come back over here, or have a buddy who knows the numbers. And there are some little calculator type things online you can find. It took me a little while to find one, but there are some up there, and those help out a lot. Only one person can turn on the lights per round to get the Dice LA camo. So after you flip that light on, so on and so forth, blah blah blah, go back, check all the lights at A, record them, then go back and turn the light switch off, and then you're good to go on to the next one. There's two different ways you can get to the next light switch I'm going to show you. It is going to be that dead tree right there, if I can even hit it. There it is. Okay, so this is way 1, where you can try to land on it. Some people are not good pilots like me. I'm horrible at it. So I'm going to bail out right here and hope I don't die. If you come up the side of the hill, you can see the blue square. That's our spawn. You can drive right up the back over here, across the front. And then this is how I usually get to it. I run out to this ledge right here. It's a big open one. Kind of hard to miss. I can usually tell by the grayish, blackish edge right there. You just come up to this side. Just be careful as you come down. And And the second light switch is going to be in this tree that you destroyed. See right there? So that's the light switch by Alpha. And if you look on my map, I'm at the corner of Alpha. Let's see. Oops. Let's see if I can bring up the big map for you. It doesn't really help you out that much. Yeah, this one might take a little bit of searching for it to find. Now I'm going to redeploy and grab a jet ski, and I will show you where the one over on Charlie is. So there's actually 7 switches. And again, I appreciate you being patient with me during this video. It's going to be kind of a long one, but I want to be a little bit more thorough than some of the ones that I had to go through. And I am more of a ground soldier, in case you can't tell by my driving. So right here we have just arrived at Charlie. Basically, you got to run through the compound up to that house up there. And if you're doing this yourself, which it is very possible to do by yourself, I did it by myself, I would recommend dropping a spawn beacon at each location so you can teleport to H or redeploy at H or whatever you want to call it, and then you can go back onto your spawn beacon. Oh, I'm sorry. So I did that kind of quick. So you run through the compound at Charlie, you come up the hill, and you go to the house on the left, which is this one right here. You come around the back, or front, I don't really care which route you decide to go, but you go to this furnace right here, you drop down in this corner, and right there is the furnace light switch. So now that we got B, which is that pagoda, shrine thing, whatever the hell it's called. You got the tree, which is considered as A or AB, and you got the furnace, which is now considered C. So now that we got those 3 out of the way, we got 4 more to do. Next one I'm going to show you is it's G. It's also known and most commonly known as the pier. So after you leave Charlie, you hop on one of the jet skis and you go to the left. And it doesn't matter if you destroy your jet ski or not right here. There's another one right around the corner. Right over there. But the 4th light switch, come right here. So you get to this building with the green crate on the corner. And right where it starts opening up, you drop down and you crawl right under here. Once you get to the 2nd post back, you're going to look up and right here's the light switch. And that is the G, also most commonly known as the pier switch. The next one I'm going to show you is D, most commonly known as the waterfall. So you come over here by the waterfall. When I did this, I always set a respawn beacon up right there on the land to my left. But the light switch is right over here. It's in this little cove. So you come right around these rocks, and it's in this little cove right here. Come over here, and you go underwater, and it's right here. And it is one of the tougher ones to hit. Some people get it right away and are very good at it. Others, not so much. I'm not very good at flying the helicopter, so Bravo for me was actually really hard. And this is where this is going to take a second because I'm actually going to capture D. It's going to be a little bit quicker and easier for me. Oh, and there goes the jet ski.
We've taken objective Delta.
So if you decide to capture D, if you guys can track the route that I'm going on, it's just on the road, the first, like immediate left as soon as you leave the compound. And the next place is right over here by Echo. However, it's not down low, it's up on this hill right here. And after I show you this light switch, I'm actually going to redeploy, and I'm going to grab a jet, and I'm going to head over to H again. But when you get up to the top of this hill by this big ass rock, there's going to be this small rock right here. And again, these light switches only show up in private or unranked servers. The light switch is right here. Might take you a second to find it, but it's under this rock, I promise. So now that we got... that would be 6 out of the 7 light switches. And there's one person that's going to be watching this video that I personally know, and he's going to be laughing at my flying skills and me talking on this video and all that stuff. But this video is actually made for a lot of people, and mainly him, because we were talking about it earlier today. So now we're back here at H. Right, there's all your lights. I have not flipped on any switches. At least I don't think I have. Looks like I have an extra switch on though. Anyway, so you're at the flag, and you're going to run away from the temple with all the lights. You're going to go past this little grill type thing to this hedge. When you get to this right here, you're going to drop down, and the light switch is on the very bottom. Now, once you record all the lights that turn on with each switch, just make sure that you turn the switches off after you record what lights turned on. And you're going to come over here. I always did a run once around to make sure all the lights were turned on. Obviously, I haven't hit any switches. I haven't done the figurations to figure out what or how to turn on all 20 lights. It changes each time, and each person, like I said, it is best that one person does this per round. And the reason I say that is it gives an individual code. And after all 20 of those lights come on, you're going to come right over here to this lantern. Behind this post, once all 20 lights are on, you're going to get a green keypad right here. It's going to be right in this area. Once you type in the digits 839800000, this light right here is going to start flashing, and it's going to be Morse code. So you're going to have to find a Morse code reading app on your phone. If you're using Android, it is Morse Talk, I believe. Yep, it is Morse Talk. And it works actually very well. I've helped about 7 people get this camo. And you're going to have to go through quite a bit, but it'll tell you to spawn at or when you spawn in, go to the northwest water tower on the west side of the shaft and stand there for 2 minutes, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. But yeah, once you get your personal code, it can range anywhere from 7 to 9 digits long, and it is unique to you. So once all that happens, oh, this is going to be a long run because I don't feel like redeploying. I'm really hoping that this video helps you guys out. If not, please, I'll try to keep up on the comments and all that stuff. Just let me know. When I find the app for the light reader, the calculations, and all that stuff, I'll put it up in the links. I just gotta get my laptop working. Thing's back from 2009, and I don't even know where the power cord is for it. But that's the water tower right there that you're gonna go to. It's at the A base in the very back. Alright, now that we finally reached here, you're gonna stand. You're gonna actually have to go into a ranked server for this portion right here. So after you get your Morse code, you get your personal PIN and all that stuff. You're gonna leave this lobby, and then you're gonna go into a ranked server on this exact map. It's best if you have your own server, or find another server that has nobody in it. Go in there. It does not have to be a started game, but you're gonna come over here. Again, right there's Alpha. Here's the water tower. You're going to come up to the back side closest towards this road. Right here. You're going to stand at this water tower right here for 2 minutes. At 2 minutes, there's going to be a light switch that drops down or pops up right here. Once you push that, you're going to stand back up, and there's going to be another green keypad, same as the Morse code one over at H. There's going to be another one right here. That's when you put in your PIN, or your personal number that they give you, or code, or whatever the hell you want to call it. If done correctly, you will hear some screaming. Personally, I have always waited till the screaming has stopped, and the screaming indicates that you've done it correctly. Once the screaming stops, leave the server, and then go into any server you want. I don't really care. It could be Diffuse, it could be Operation Locker, it could be... I don't give a rat's ass. But then you can go into... your classes right here. You go down to camouflage, and it'll be right there, Dice LA. I'm still looking for one for the CTE specialist and the Dice camo. Now it claims that they're exclusively for the developers of Battlefield 4. Exclusively for the developers of Battlefield 4 in Los Angeles. However, I have the Dice LA camouflage. This is the glitch to do it, or the Easter egg. I really hope that this helped you guys out. Like I said, this is my first broadcast. I'm going to try to grab that link as soon as I can, and I'll post it up in the comments. Yeah, I wish you guys luck, and this is Rabbitfoot.